So we have a fish. We'll say that the weight of the fish is equaling mg, which simply we have 2.75 kilogram fish times the acceleration due to gravity. This is going to be 26.95, and we can approximate this to 27 newtons. At this point, due to Archimedes' principle, we can say that the volume of the displaced water times the density of this water is equaling to the weight of the weight of this water being displaced, which is again 27 newtons, given that the fish does not move. At this point, we can say, okay, the volume of the fish increases. So we can define a volume increase of v sub 2, which is equaling the initial volume of the fish plus 0.1 v1, because the fish is increasing its volume by 10%. So the new volume would simply be v2 equals v sub 1 plus 0.1 v1. Now we can say that the weight of the water can be calculated now as the density of the water times v2, which also equals 0.1 v1 pw plus v1 pw. In this case, this is going to be 29.7 newtons, because of course this equals this, and then we're simply multiplying 27 by 0.1. 2.7 plus 27 equals 29.7 newtons here. Now we can say that this right here is going to be the net force of the water on the fish. Now, to find the net external force, we can say that the weight of the water minus the weight of the fish would equal the net external force on fish. And this is going to be 29.7 minus 27, 2.7 newtons. Now, because this is a positive number and the weight of the water is greater than the weight of the fish, this means that the buoyant force of the water is going to be greater than the force of gravity of the fish. This means that the fish will float. Because of this, so again, the fish is going to float because it raised its volume. The mass of the fish stayed constant because the volume increases simply from gases from its blood. And then because of this, it's going to displace more water, which means that the buoyant force of the water increases and it actually exceeds the weight of the fish. So when the buoyant force exceeds the weight of the fish is going to float upwards. So again, if the fish increases its volume by 10%, the buoyant force is going to increase and exceed the weight of the fish, and the fish is going to float upwards. That's the end of the solution. Thank you for watching.